is this thing on? I just realized it. Yes, it is on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's stream. TSS958 here. Tonight I am going to be not doing too much in Skyrim, but something kind of interesting and something that is, I think, very important in the game. But we're gonna talk about houses tonight. Thought I'd do a little, I guess, I don't know, strategy, hints, tips sort of thing on this. But basically there's 9 houses that you can own in Skyrim, and I recommend that you get one because it's going to give you a place to put all of the stuff that you do actually over time collect, because eventually your backpack, well, I'm just going to call it your backpack, is going to fill up. And a house ensures whatever you put in it stays there, because I know if you rent rooms from various inns and stuff, as you move around the map, that stuff will eventually disappear over time if you leave it there. So, not a good idea, especially if it's something very, very valuable, like a Daedric weapon that you might really, really like. So, yeah, don't leave it there. Don't. Anyways, let's go right into it. I'm pretty sure I'm in... I almost said Skyrim. Well, no duh, I'm in Skyrim. But I'm pretty sure I'm in Whiterun right now, which is basically where I want to start. And this is kind of like the hub for the game, I guess. I mean, it's my favorite city, so I'm always here spending time. But, this is basically the hub for the game, I'd say. You basically get led here right away after doing, the... And we're paused. Would you look at that? That's shocker. I did not expect that. Anyways, after you go through the Helgen thing, which is basically, the tutorial, you're gonna wind up in Riverwood. After Riverwood, you basically...
Divine smile,
well, depending on how you play the game, I recommend going through Riverwood, doing all the quests for that, leveling up, that sort of thing. There is a quest in Riverwood that they give you that, if you do it, and you complete the dungeon, like 100%, you wind up getting something that you're gonna have to go back for once you get to Whiterun. But here in Whiterun, you wind up, defeating your first dragon and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is just kind of like the hub, this is where you start. But basically, we're talking about houses, so without getting on too much of a tangent, it's also where you can buy your basic first very simple house, which again, I recommend doing, even though it is very simple and you'll probably want to upgrade later on. Well worth the money spent. This house is going to cost you 5,000 gold, so you're going to need not quite a bit, but a little bit of gold in order to do that. As always, I am joined by the lovely Serana, the very lovely and badass Serana. Well, I kind of turned into her a badass, but that's for a different stream. But she has some really, really cool stuff on her. But anyways, back to houses. So basically, you get this house, which is called what? Breezy Home. So yeah, you eventually can buy Breezy Home. Now, in order to get houses, I'm sure everybody knows, or if you don't, well, I'll give you a little heads up. You need to be the Thane of said hold that you want to get the house in. So basically, you need to be the Thane of Whiterun Hold if you want to get Breezy Home, which is very easy. You just gotta basically do the storyline that leads you right through Whiterun. It's not hard at all. Until you have to beat your dragon at a lower level. I recommend using bows. I mean, can do however you want, but for me, bow is easiest. But anyways, here, let's go into Breezy Home real quick. I'm not going to go through every house, because that would take quite a while. But, you know, I'll just give you a little tour and stuff like that. So basically, like I said, very, very simple house. But when you first get it, it's not going to have anything in it. What you have to do from there is you basically have to buy everything, like the kitchen area, dining area, the back rooms, upstairs furnishing and stuff like that. So basically you just gotta buy all that. I forget how much it approximately cost you overall, but again, it's just a really, really good place to kind of store all your stuff. You get your cupboards, and you get a couple chests. The house is big enough to hold a wife, or for a wife, hold a wife, for your wife and 2 kids, so that's pretty cool. Also, Lydia, who winds up being your house caller for Whiterun, that is. I didn't realize it gave you weapons. Iron Shield, Iron Greatsword. Interesting. Did not know it gave you weapons. But anyways, like I said, comes with chests and cupboards and all that. So small house, not very complex. But so basically that is, you know, becoming the Thane, and then you gotta purchase the house, which again is 5,000 gold. So not too bad, but you know, you gotta save up a little bit. Oh, would you shut up? Anyways, so basically that's, you know, Whiterun for you. Again, there are 9 houses in total, so you can get one in Whiterun. You can get one in the Reach. Actually, I think I have that one, so I'll just fast travel that real quick. The Reach again is, it's actually gonna be, fudge, where'd it go? Markarth. Yeah, right? Let me check my trusty book real quick. Yeah, Markarth. So the Reach is Markarth. You can get a house here. This one is actually going to be 8,000 gold, if you want to buy it. Again, become the Thane and you'll have access to it. But again, it's a little bit more money than what you can buy in, Whiterun, that is. Now, let's see if I remember how. I hate Markarth, so I actually don't use this house. So, actually, whoop, wrong button. Yeah, I've switched back to first person playing because it just third person was cool and I love seeing my character, but it just got annoying because my bow kept hitting, like, I'd shoot an arrow and it hit a rock that clearly I wasn't hitting. So I believe this is our house. Is this our house? Yes, it is. This is the house that you get. So again, Markarth is a dwarven ruined city. Oh,
what do you need,
hi.
my Thane?
There's another house caller. Carl. I don't know. Anyways, but it is a dwarven city, so if you like this look, I'd recommend this house. And if you can navigate Markarth easily, again, I can't, so I don't like this one, but I haven't bought anything, so this is basically what you get, because again, I don't like this one. So, oh, that's where that's hidden. Anyways, so that's Markarth's house for you. Again, 8,000 gold, not too shabby. Little is definitely a lot bigger than what you get in Whiterun, but again, I like Whiterun's style better, and it's just, again, it's only 5,000 compared to 8,000. So that is, what was that? That was Markarth, right? So
I don't know how you stand it.
I don't know if I have Riften's house yet. Anyways, I'll show you Riften real quick. I know which house you get. I don't know if I have it, though. Anyways, Riften's gonna be all the way down here. All the way, basically, on the other side of the map from Markarth. But we'll travel there. And this one is also 8,000 gold, so it's gonna be about the same size and, you know, same square footage. And you can also, I'm sure you can find it on Google or something, like the prices of actually buying everything for the house. Oh, and I just found this. This is very, very interesting. I'm actually going through basically, I bought the user guide for Skyrim, just when I get stuck, or, you know, for interesting little facts like this. Is this the house? Honeyside. What's the name of this? Yes, Honeyside. So this is the house that you get. So apparently I already have it. Didn't realize that. But, If you want to fully upgrade this one, it's going to cost you 12,200 gold on top of the 8,000 that the house already costs. The Markarth one that we just did is the same thing, 12,200 gold on top of the 8,000. If you want to upgrade Breezy Home all the way, it's going to be 6,250 on top of the 5,000. So again, it's going to be a little bit cheaper. Here's the house Carl you get. But yeah, so this is a little bit different, a little different layout, but still, you know, it's going to be bigger than the whatchamajigger house. Breezy Home.
Honored to see you.
There you go. Actually, this one's really, really small. I didn't realize how small this place was. So I think Markarth's is a little bit bigger than this one. But again, I like the style of this better. To me, it's more open and it looks better. And I don't know. I'm not a fan of Markarth. Anyways, so that was the that was Riften, Honeyside. Then you got Breezy Home and Whiterun, and we did Vlindrel Hall and Markarth. So now I can show you guys real quick Solitudes. Now, I like Solitude City, probably my second favorite place to be. This house is massive. It's a really, really nice house. I mean, it's very big, very open, and I think it has 3 stories? 3? Basement, first floor, second floor, I think. But we are not in Solitude. This is Whiterun. Or not Whiterun, Winterhold. Whoops. Wrong place, sorry. Nope, we can't get anything there. We want to be in Solitude. But I don't even know what quest I have active. What quest do I have active? Whatever. Anyways, I didn't think I had anyone active. But this one is going to be Proudspire Manor. Again, it's in Solitude. I am not even going to try and pronounce these holds, because I know I will butcher the name, and I will probably get a lot of remarks about that. But anyways, so here we are in Solitude. Again, this is one of my favorite cities, next to Whiterun, probably my second favorite, actually. But, basically, this house is going to be the biggest, and along with being the biggest, it's going to have the largest amount of gold that you're going to need to spend on it. This house is going to be a whopping 25,000 gold to buy. Again, you need to be the Thane, Thane, obviously. You get a house Carl when you come here. But, anyways, so yeah, whopping 25,000 gold to just buy it. And then to completely buy everything for it, it's going to cost you another 36,000 on top of that. So, again, biggest house, probably the nicest once you upgrade it. Again, I haven't upgraded it because I don't live here. But, really, really big. Probably, you know, obviously you're going to spend a crud ton of money buying this place. But it's probably really, really nice once you upgrade it. So again, honestly, if you didn't get the Hearthfire DLC, which I'll get into in a minute, I would probably live here. This one is very, very nice. Like I said, 3 stories. Second story. This is, I'm assuming, your bedroom, master bedroom. And then you got your first story with your kitchen and everything, and then the basement, which I don't know what would be down there. But anyways, this one isn't bad. Like I said, I'd probably live here if I didn't have the Hearthfire DLC. Now, with the Hearthfire DLC, you get the option to purchase land. Now, buying land is really cool, really, really neat. And I will go into what you get. So basically, I have a few lands. Oh, that's what mission I have. Why is it over there? What? I am utterly confused, but anyways, I'll figure that out later. Basically, you get, there's 3 lands that you can buy. There's one in, what's this? Falkreath. You can buy buy land in Falkreath, become the Thane, and you'll get an option to buy land. We'll purchase a house, and they'll say, well, there isn't any houses available in the city right now, but I can sell you a prime piece of land for, 5,000 gold, and you can build your own house. Anyways, so Falkreath, you get Lakeview Manor. I'll head to that one real quick. I have this one. This one isn't bad. Actually, this was my favorite for a while. It's still maybe one of my favorites. I don't know. But I really like the idea of building my own house, being able to kind of like, customize and do what I want to my own house. But here in Falkreath, you get Lakeview Manor, which, if the name doesn't give it away, you are basically living on a lake. But with each land, there does come some difficulties of owning your own land and, having to keep up with it. I mean, obviously I haven't cut the grass very recently. But this one, you get a lovely next-door neighbor of a necromancer who does whatever they do.
Where'd you come from?
I don't think so. Oh, you're gonna go behind a rock? You are a jerk. Come on, Serana. I missed. That was a bad shot. Ow! That's fire. Usually I'm not this bad at archery. Would you stop moving? Stop it! Oh, well, she found Serana. Serana's gonna kill her. There's no way. Yeah, I was gonna say. Anyways, but yeah, so you do get a house caller still. Kind of going all over the place, but, so yeah, that's your lovely next door neighbor who's gonna try and kill you and your wife and your kids. You do get a house caller. So here's the house caller for, Lakeview Manor. But basically you can build your own house and do whatever you want on this plot of land. And if we go inside, I can show you the basic small little house that you can build. But yeah, you get like, simple bed and cooking station and chest to keep stuff in. What the hell's in here? Oh, right, I moved that stuff in here. But anyways, so I mean, this is kind of cool, just as a little hideout or like little spot that you can always retreat to and just kind of chill out. And again, you get your chests and stuff to store stuff in. I'll explain that in a little bit. I thought I removed that actually. But anyways, I'll come back and do that later. But so that's Lakeview Manor. Again, the plots of land cost 5,000. Now, the cool thing is you can get a actual like house sitter that you can buy stuff from to upgrade the house. Like you can buy the interior and everything, and you don't have to do a damn thing about it. But the other cool thing is you can collect the materials, so the clay, the ores that you need and everything, to build it. You don't have to spend a thing on materials at all, except for lumber. Lumber you do have to buy. Don't know why, but you do have to buy lumber. Anyways, you can just find the materials in the wild and build your house without spending more than 5,000 gold, which I think is pretty cool. But, like I said, it takes time and yada-da-da-da. So, that's Lakeview Manor. The next one we're going to go look at is, you get from Dawnstar. This is the Pale. This one's pretty easy to pronounce, so I'll say it. The Pale. But you get it from Dawnstar. Become the Thane of Dawnstar. And you get Heljarchin Hall. Heljarchin Hall, I think. Heljarchin? I don't know. Anyways, you get this house. So we're gonna go here real quick. Now, this is the one that I currently own, that I live at. Well, I actually live at, and is the most impressive that I have. This one really doesn't have Oh, I know what this one. This one, you have some very, 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 gentle neighbors. Yes,
Wanna play a
yes,
game?
Blaze. No, not right now. Yeah, you better go to bed, son. Yeah, it's like 9 p.m. Well, it's not necessarily past your bedtime. Anyways, this one you have some very, very nice neighbors, but you do not want to make them angry. But this is a house that I live at the most. Obviously, you can see my family lives here. And I believe it came with the Hearthfire DLC, the ability to adopt children, which you just saw. As my son came up and wanted to play a game, but it's past his bedtime. But yeah, you get some very, very pleasant, nice neighbors. I don't think they're around right now. They must have went out. But yeah, you have giants as neighbors basically here. And you know, as long as you leave them alone, they leave you alone, and everybody's happy. So yeah. Now the other interesting thing, along with like owning a house outside of a city, is as you can build it yourself and, you know, do whatever you want to it, you also have stuff that, like I said, upkeep. If you build a basement, you can get skeevers that you have to go out and clear. If you have a garden, you get a giant. Or no. What do you get if you have a garden? I think it's wolves, actually. Anyways, wolves can come attack you. You can get random bandit raids that you have to fend off. You get giants, dragons, you know, there's a lot of different stuff that, well, can make owning your own plot of land and building your own house kind of difficult. Well, not difficult, but annoying at some points. But anyways, this is the house that I've decided to build up the most and just do a bunch with. I like this area. This house overlooks Dragon's Reach over in Whiterun, which I thought was pretty cool, so I like that as well. Something that I do is, because I don't have a basement, you can make your own smelting system, smelter. So basically what I do is I keep all of my raw ores out in this chest, once I actually have it built and stuff. Usually I use this chest just to throw all the junk in. But this is like basically all raw ores and what you might need to basically build the house. That's what I keep out here. Then we shall go inside. So what I'm gonna enter here is like that small little house area that was in Lakeview Manor. Which is, you know, it's pretty cool, but what you can choose to do is, once you have more of your house, like, built up and stuff, little bit of lag there, interesting, once you have it built up and stuff, you can choose to upgrade this and get rid of the bed and the, you know, cooking pot and everything. This basically becomes an entry foyer, however you want to say it, but, yeah, I just, you know, you can keep there's a bunch more weapons racks and stuff. I love ebony stuff, so that's why I have all, like, the ebony stuff in the main hall. But, you know, you can use whatever you want end tables wise for, you know, whatever. These two end tables I am actually using for journals that I collect, and I believe these are just letters. Yes, these are just letters, notes and stuff that I have collected over the time. This is basically just the basics for the house, like the book you get and the deed. I am going to use oh, I'm already using it. Why am I don't know why. Some of the display cases are weird because you can't really see into them. I think I have, yeah, see, like, I have Nettlebane in here, yet it keeps sliding down, so can't see it. There, now I can see it. But yeah, some annoying stuff like that because it's a DLC and, you know, it's not exactly coherent with the actual game itself. But this chest I'm using for basically everything that I just want to sell over time. I have a lot of stuff right now. But, I actually just went through this and got rid of everything that was in it, and now it's full again. But, that's basically just everything I want to sell over time. This is empty. So yeah, on that note, there are several different things that you can do to, like, enhance your house and, like, add different rooms and, you know, what's your play style, what do you prefer, that sort of thing. So I will go into that, not in too much detail, but here we go. A little bit, you know, just a little bit. So basically, it's all the same whenever you buy a plot of land and, you know, you build this little part first. Can be the main house if you so choose it just to keep like that. Or later on, once you build the main hall area, which is this area, you can choose to upgrade that into an entry foyer. The main hall area comes with 2 levels. And again, everything in here you can build or you can choose to buy. I built everything just because there's some stuff that I just didn't want in my rooms. And yes, I did screw up on some parts of it, but anyways, like statues of Dibella, I picked those up and I put them there. I've been collecting the bugs. They don't come with the house. Like the bed does though, and you can just use a bunch of different stuff for a bunch of different things. Why do I have black robes in there? I don't know. But I use this strong box for, you know, all my rings that may be enchanted. Why do I have you in here? You should not be in here. I'm going to take you. That's for sale. But like all my special rings and just blank rings if I want to enchant them. You can, you know, choose to have the arcane enchanter here. Basically everything's predetermined in the spot that it goes, but I could choose not to have the arcane enchanter there, or I choose to have it there. And I'll get into that in a little bit. Strongbox, I use this guy for like all my necklaces. You know, downstairs you can have your alchemy table here if you want it. You don't have to have it, sort of thing. You know, kettle. This I think is automatic. I think the fireplace comes with the kettle, but you can choose not to have a fireplace there. If I think it looks cool, so I'd say keep it there. Now this is where it gets kind of interesting. This little back room comes with it too, Arvak's skull. But these rooms, this one, the left room over here, and then the right room over here. These you don't necessarily... Oh, yep, there's my Arctic box. Why aren't you sleeping? Just standing there watching my child. That's kind of creepy. But those rooms you can choose to have a certain one or not, which is kind of cool. You can choose between... Let me see here. You can choose between extra bedrooms. You can get a greenhouse. You can get an enchanter's tower, which is... the enchanting table that's here. Basically, you can have this one here still, but over here, since I have the extra bedrooms, that would be the enchanting tower. But I chose to have the extra bedrooms. They just make more sense to me. I can have children. I can have my wife can stay here. Just more people can stay. So I thought that the extra bedrooms were a better suit than the enchanting tower that would normally go here. The enchanting tower would give you direct access to the roof though, which is kind of nice, but you know, there's not much really up there. The only thing you get with that is like a bird's nest, which is still up there. I'm pretty sure you just got to get up there in a different way. But anyways, that would be a reason why not to have the enchanting table here. Because you would have a tower that would come with the enchanting table. So that's one reason why you wouldn't want this here, because then you'd have 2 and that would just be redundant. But anyways, that's one thing that you can do there. The storage room, which gets added onto the back, which is what I have, which goes back here. This is the storage room. This could also be a trophy room though. If you wanted it to be, basically you just get to place a bunch of different trophies, which doesn't really appeal to me. Or you could make this the alchemy tower. So in that case, you wouldn't want to I mean, you may want it, but you wouldn't need 2 alchemy tables in your house. So you may not want to put this one here. But, you know, that also gives you direct access to the roof, which is kind of cool. But anyways, and then this wing can either be the kitchen, if you're, you know, into the cooking scene and that's how you gain health or stamina or whatever. Or it could be an armory, which is what I made it. I just figured the armory would be cooler, and I just like the fact that it gives you a bunch of mannequins that you can stick stuff on. Like, so here's the dragon bone armor, ancient Falmer armor set, then we got our nightingale armor set, master vampire set, and then this guy. It's kind of interesting because this guy is supposed to be dragon scale armor, but I previously had ancient Nordic carved armor on him, so it keeps getting rid of the dragon scale armor and copying the ancient Nordic carved armor onto it, which is kind of cool, but kind of annoying at the same time. But, you know, I got Nightingale Blade, Dawnbreaker, you know, just have them on a plaque because they look cool. These are like different swords that I got from each hold. I got my staffs over here. We got dragon scaled shield, and then dragon bone weapons. I'm not necessarily crazy about the way they look, so I'm not using them. I prefer well, that's my bow, my nightingale bow. And then I prefer my Daedric swords. I just like the way they look better, and I don't know, I just kind of grown accustomed to them. So yeah, you can either make this a kitchen, or you can make it the armory. But I figured the armory would be better, gives me more storage, and it just looks cooler. So, you know, I keep all my helmets in this one. This one is all of my chest pieces that I own, or well, have, not necessarily own. Gauntlets. Then these are boots. I keep my arrows in this guy. And then this one, what is this one? I don't even know. I don't remember. Oh, these are, I don't know why I have these in here. Anyways, and then this one is basically the same thing, you know, just all a bunch of different random cool stuff that I've collected over time. Which, you know, is cool. I'd like to display it, but I don't have enough display area, so. But basically, this one you can choose between the enchantment tower, extra bedrooms, or a greenhouse if you're into like the growing thing for alchemy. The back one you can choose between a treasure room, which is what I have. You can get a alchemy tower back here, or you can make this the trophy room. Which the trophy room you can display a dragon skull, but I mean, I don't know. Just doesn't really have a point, if you ask me. Alright, yeah. So, oh boy. This one you can either be a kitchen, it can be a armory, which is what I have, or what is the third thing it can be? Oh, a library. A library tower. Again, I guess if you're into the book thing and you want to read a lot of books, that would be cool, but other than that, I don't think a library really has much purpose for me, so, it has no purpose for me whatsoever. But, you know, you get a grindstone inside, to improve weapons. You also get a work table inside to improve your armor with, and then you get a anvil to craft stuff with, so like your hide armor and everything like that, you can craft at the anvil. Then after you craft it, you go right over to the armory, and you can upgrade your weapons, and you can upgrade your armor. So that's basically why I did it. And then in this one, I just keep all of my materials to build armor and weapons and stuff. Also, you can use this anvil to create or craft building materials, so like your nails, your hinges, iron fittings, and just lock pieces, because you do need to build like the doors and everything for each section of the house. So, yeah. just a heads up, it does take a while just to build everything and get all the materials, so I would recommend just using Breezy Home as long as you can, or if you just feel like buying a house and not having to worry about it, I would recommend buying, saving up and buying, Riften's house. I like that one, or, obviously, Solitude's house, because that one's pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically, like, once you get a fully upgraded house, this is what it looks like. And again, you can just, you know, you can pick and choose what you want in each room. As you can see, there are no workbenches here. I basically got rid of them all because I'm done building. I don't need to build anything. I'm not going to. But yeah, with all the houses that, or the add-ons that I put on, you get 3 of them. They all connect with a porch, which is kind of cool. I think it's cool because it gives you like a, that's not 180 and not 360. I don't know what it is. What do you call that? 280? 250? 250 view? Not entirely sure. Nice. Why are there 2 moons? I've never noticed that there are 2 moons. That's kind of cool. Anyways, but yeah, so basically this is like a fully built, fully, you know, upgraded, everything in it, all sorted out sort of house. I myself, I need to have things sorted, so that's why I had so many containers and stuff like that. I am debating on if I want to put it in the basement. I think I'm going to. Basically for that, you just need a bunch of clay. Which also, each plot of land will come with depositories of certain materials, raw materials. I'm pretty sure it's iron and clay. Clay deposits, you can mine as much as you want from them, and they never go dry. Which is kind of cool. And then, I think you get 2, like, iron ore deposits that will replenish over time, but it takes a while. Like this one I mined, oh god, it had to be a long time ago, and I think it still hasn't replenished itself, so I'm not even gonna venture to guess. But again, you know, you could have all towers, you can have these, and then the third option, they all have sloped roofs. So that looks kind of cool when you put them all together. But again, I went with the ones that have the porches because they all seem to have the most benefit for me and my type of style of playing. So, again, you know, the one thing that is kind of, I'm not going to say I'm going to complain about, but once you do something, you can't get rid of it unless you go back to a later save. So, make sure you know what you want, when you want it, where you want it, and if you want it, before you do it and save. Because once it's there, it's there. You're not getting rid of it. So, just, yeah, as a heads up. So, right now, I will mention that there is another house that you can get, in, Solstein, whatever the place is called. And it's complimentary. You don't have to do anything to buy it. You just get it as a reward from a quest. However, buying stuff inside, you have to buy stuff for inside of it. But it itself is a complimentary house. I haven't been there yet because I haven't done that quest line, and I'm saving that to stream a little bit later on. So I can't really show you that one. It's not a bad layout. It's basically a house in the side of a mountain, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, you don't really get any light, and it's okay. It's not bad. I'm not gonna say I hate it, and I'm not gonna say I love it either. So the last house that I am going to kind of talk to you about, that I haven't done anything with, so I'm gonna be able to show you stuff with it, is... Oh boy. Oh no. Okay, here's Morthal. Oh. Is this one right over here. That's the quest that I have on. I finally figured it out. Winstead Manor. So we're going to travel there real quick, and when we get there, you will see... And are we going to load? It was supposed to load. I guess that wasn't very good timing on my part. And we're in. So this is Winstead Manor. As you can see, there are a lot of trees. So you're in like a little forest area. Oh, hey, there's a ship over there. That's kind of cool. But so yeah, I have nothing. There's literally nothing here. You get your wood pile. You get a carpenter's workbench. You get a chest, and you get a drafting table. When you buy the plot of land. Oh, you also get an anvil.
So bright out
Will come in
here.
handy.
I don't know how you
But
stand
basically,
it.
what we're gonna do is it's telling us to use our drafting table. So you're gonna go to your drafting table, and right now it's just got miscellaneous. So basically, we want our small house layout. So we're just gonna say yes, mark that area. So I just completed part of the quest. So basically, this is where it's gonna be. Wow, this is actually a really good view. The major thing here is you have to deal with bandits. There are bandits surrounding you basically everywhere. I know there's bandits on that ship. I know I had to fight some bandits to get here. So between giants, necromancers, and bandits, I'm gonna go with the giants because they're gonna be the most peaceful unless I bother them. So, although this is a pretty good... Oh, and there's horkers here, apparently. I just saw a horker. Horker? Yep, horkers. Which, they're not too bad. But, anyways, you know, they're still there. I don't know if you want your kids and wife having to deal with them. But anyways, so basically, yeah, you're just gonna use your carpenter bench to... Or drafting table to decide what you want to place. And it's just gonna mark the area. Then you're gonna go over to your carpenter workbench. Oh, also, every house is gonna come with a deed and a beginner's building guide. It explains a little bit, but not too much.
It's not great for my skin.
It kind of helps you, but now it's gonna basically tell you what you're gonna want to build. So we're gonna need a foundation, and we're gonna need what are these? Wall framing. So every house is gonna come with the stuff that you need to build the very first part of it. So that small house, you're not gonna need to find any materials for. You're gonna have everything you need right in that chest, and you're just gonna be able to build it right away. So here's our house foundation. So now if we turn around, ta-da, there's the foundation. Alright, Serrano, I need to use that. Oh, why thank you. So basically now we're gonna go in here and we're gonna go down to, you're probably not gonna have, unless you are as far in the game as I am, you may not have as many things to craft at an anvil. But you're gonna go down to building materials, and we need nails, so we're gonna craft 10 nails. Again, it tells you, you know, how much ingots you need, of what ingot. So if it's, you know, ebony or iron or whatever. So now we can build our house walls because we have what we need. So there we go. So now if we turn around and there's the house walls. So our little house is coming together here. So now, I believe we can still go back to the carpenter bench. Yep, and now, now it's saying we're gonna, you know, build our actual house walls. So I actually need to make some more nails here. So we're gonna go back to our anvil, and we're gonna say, excuse me, Serrana, thank you. And we're gonna go back down to building, and we're gonna make some more nails. And... okay. So now we're gonna build our house walls. And now we have what we need, but I'm just gonna turn around real quick and show you. There's the house walls. And I'm still overweight, so this is gonna... hop over here. Hop, hop, I'm a bunny rabbit. So, yep, this is, you know, what our house looks like so far. Hippity hoppity hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. Wait, no it isn't. Oh well. Anyways, we're just gonna hop back over here to our carpenter bench. Yay, we're here. And now we're gonna do our house floor, and we're gonna put our roof frame on. So for this one, we're actually gonna need even more nails. So, but I can turn around and you can see there's the roof frame, and it looks like we have a floor in there now, I guess. So we're gonna go back over here and we're gonna craft some more nails. This is a very good way to get your smithing skill up, by the way. Just building houses and stuff. Now we're gonna build our roof. And now here's where we get into needing some other materials. So we're going to need a lock and 2 hinges. So, but I can turn around and there's your roof. And then I'm going to go back to my anvil. And we need 2 hinges. So it makes 2 hinges automatically. So we're just going to save once on that. And we need a lock. But for the lock, we're going to need 2 irons. No, we need 1 iron. We have 2 irons. And we're going to need a corundum ingot. So we have those because it gave it to us in that chest. So we're going to make that. And now we're going to back out of that. And we're going to go back over here. And now, why can't I make my doors? Oh, I forgot iron fittings. Yeah, make sure you know what you need first. But, if I go down to building materials and make 1 iron fitting. And that should have used up all of the materials that we had in that chest. No, I did not want to look at the book. And yes, now we can make our doors. So now we're going to make our doors. And that's when we get a bunch more, options here. So we can, you know, add an animal pen, armor workbench, fish hatchery? That's different here. Yeah, each place you get a special thing to do. I forgot about that. So this one is apparently the fish hatchery. I believe the fur carth? No. Oh gosh. I gotta look at the map. Map time. Nope, that's Whiterun. Falkreath. Yeah, Falkreath, you can do the beehive. And then, I forget what's special about Dawnstar's house. Some third thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but anyways, each house gets like a special thing that you can build at it. You can put a garden in, you can get the grindstone, you can do the smelter, and you can do a horse stable too. So if you own a horse, it'll automatically appear there. Although if you use Arvac like I do, he does not stay there because you just summon him. So to me that's kind of pointless because I use Arvac a lot. So basically I think I'm gonna want the smelter here. And I'm going to build a garden just to make it look a little bit better, too. So, in that case, why am I still overweight? What the heck am I carrying? Oh, clay. Clay and... what else? Do I have anything else on me? Oh, quarry stone. Okay. Quarry stone you actually do... lumber and quarry stone you both need to buy. You can't find those in the world as far as I know. Those are the 2 things that you actually do have to buy. And you need a house sitter to buy quarry stone. Lumber you can just buy from a random mill. You can also buy it from your house sitter. or house Carl, I believe they're called. But like I said, you can just get it from a random mill as well. But quarry stone, you need the house Carl, as far as I know, in order to be able to buy quarry stone. So we're gonna check out our small little house in here. So yeah, you get the chest that comes with it, and here we have our workbench. At our workbench, we're gonna have a bunch of different selections that we can do. And gosh darn it, this is, you know, everything that you can build basically for the house. You know, what do you want to build? What don't you want to build? That sort of thing. Is there anything I don't want to build? No, I think I'll just build all of this. Yeah, alright. Anyways, so what we're gonna do, is, and I'm gonna show you a little bit here, is basically I'm gonna work on the outside first. Let's get that done, and then we'll be able to, you know, work on the inside. So, real quick, I'm not going to do much more than this small little house, because I'm not going to really spend that much time here. It's just going to be kind of like a vacation home if I ever want to go here. But you can remove the workbench from the small house, or you can add a main hall. And this is where you start expanding onto a bigger house, which is what I did with the one that's in Dawnstar, or the Pale. So, I'm not going to do that here just because it's not, I don't really have the point to do it. So, basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and I need to, oh, alright, all we need for the garden is sawn logs. So, I will say, yes, I want to create the garden. Now, if I turn around, there's the garden. So, you know, if you ever need to plant anything or anything, that comes in handy. And again, if you're not that big of a, you know, a plant fanatic or alchemist, you know, this little garden will probably be enough. Or you can add a greenhouse on if you put the main hall on and stuff like that. So, now we're going to go back and we're going to look at what else do we want. I don't need an animal pen. I don't need an armor workbench out here. I'm not going to build the fishery right now. Grindstone, don't really need. I do want a smelter here, just in case. Oh, come on. I keep hitting the wrong button. So we're going to need iron, clay, and quarry stone. Alrighty, what do we need to make iron fittings? We're gonna need 2 of them. We need iron. Okay, so we're 5, 6. We're gonna need 7 iron ingots. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to go back to my other house over in the Pale, and I'm gonna grab some materials, and you know, you basically get the sense, but I'm just going to go through the motion of actually doing it. So you're going to grab the materials that you need, whether it be from the wild, or if you already have it saved up, you grab it from wherever you're saving it. Now, the thing is I have a bunch of stuff left over from building this house that I keep out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check through here first. Iron ore. We have nails. I'm going to take these nails. Okay, so it doesn't look like we have any materials out here. So I'm gonna need that 5 iron.
Hey, Pop, you wanna play a game with us?
Sorry, I can't right now.
Sword and your shield.
Okay. Nope, that's not how it works.
I am your sword and your shield.
Anyways, we're just gonna go in here, and we're gonna grab some. We're actually gonna grab 5 iron. No, 7 iron. 7 iron exactly. Iron ingots, so I know exactly where they are. Whoa, everybody's inside now.
What do you need, my thing?
but I know exactly where they are because of how I sort everything. So, like I said, I like to know exactly where I need to go and what I need and stuff like that. So, we're just going to grab 7 iron out of here. 7. So, we're going to go back this way. Try not running into anybody. Exit this house. And it's auto-saving, so I can't do anything. There we go. And we're gonna go back up to this house. And we're gonna craft ourselves a smelting thing. Here. If that makes any sense. And we're waiting, and waiting, and we're in. Okay, so basically we're back here. Yeah, you'll also get a wood chopping station. The only thing I think you need firewood for is making arrows, if you want to make your own arrows. So that'll come in handy if you want to do that. But we're gonna go back over here to our work table, or carpenter bench. And oh, I forgot, we actually are not going there because we need 2 iron fittings. So we're gonna go down to building materials, and we're gonna do 1 and 2, and then we're gonna go back to our workbench. And now, why can't I build it? Oh, because I need to grab quarry stone and clay out of this. That's why. I need 4 clay. That sounded like foreplay. Just said 4 clay. I don't know how much quarry stone I needed. So I'm just gonna take it all. Then we're gonna go back to the bench. Now I should be able to fudge. I thought I needed 4 clay. It was only 4 quarry stone. I need 6 clay. 4, so we need 2. 2. There we go. I'm not very good at remembering stuff like that. Nope, we don't want the stable. We want the smelter. Yes, I want to build this. Oh, and I'm getting a message from someone, so I should probably pull this up on YouTube. So I don't have to leave the stream. But while I'm waiting for that to boot up, we can now see that... Where is it? Where did it put it? Oh my god, it's all the way back there. Jeez. So yeah, obviously the placement on the smelting thing is not exactly the best here. So I would actually recommend building the basement on this one. Because in the basement you can build a smelter and everything. Unless you, why did it put a, holy mother of pearl, it put a second anvil back here. Yeah, I mean, this is quite a bit of distance away from the actual house, so I'd recommend building the basement and putting the smelter in the basement here. Just my thought. But anyways, now I think that's everything I wanted outside for now. So what we can do now is we can actually go back to the chest and put away what is weighing us down. Which is, what was it? I don't even remember. Was it clay or quarry stone? I think it was quarry stone. Or was it clay? Oh, well, we'll put these nails here. It was quarry stone. And I think that's everything. Yep, that was everything. So, let's go inside and see what we want to do here. So, we will use workbench. And let's just, let's start with the bed. So we're gonna need 2 nails, 4 leather strips, and 2 straw. Okay, so we need 2 nails, 4 leather strips, 2 straw. Okay, so I'm going to exit here, and then I'm going to go and Where's my house? There's my house. Welcome. But, basically, we're going to wait for the game to load first. And now we're here. So I'm gonna go here. How many straw? I think it was 2? Was it 2 or 4? I think it was 2, but I'm gonna grab 4. Just in case. So we're gonna grab 4 of these straw. 6, 4. Okay, and then we need 2 leather strips. So we're gonna go in here, and I keep my leather strips inside because they're one of the main things that you need for smithing weapons and armor. So I keep them inside so I don't have to keep running outside and everything. So we're gonna go back here again. And we're gonna look for our leather strips, and I need 2 of these. I'm gonna grab 4 just in case, though, because I don't want to have to come back here again. And now we can go back to this house. And yes, I think I have. I'm pretty sure oh yes, I have. I defied you. I don't like Daedric Lords. And I'm gonna grab my, oh, I remember, it was 2 nails. That's what I needed. 2 nails. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna go to nails, and then we're gonna go back inside, and we're gonna go here, and we will turn to our workbench for inside. And if I go to furniture, now I can build my bed. Oh, I grabbed too much straw. That's okay. Anyways, I can build my bed, and if we exit that, we can now see that there is a bed in here. Yay, we now have a bed. Now, let's say you just don't care, you just want everything in your house, you want to do it nice and easy. So, in order to do that, you are going to need a house caller / house sitter, as I call them. So, him, right over there, I thought I was going to have to travel all the way back to Morthal, but I'm not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to this guy, and I am going to say, hey, I need to talk to you. I need a steward for my house. Are you interested?
I'd be honored to be your steward. You've built a fine steading here.
And now you basically, this guy, you can just buy whatever you want from, so here's the furnishing. I'd like you to make some improvements. So this is basically all the exterior stuff. And then this is where you go, you know, what building materials do you need? So him you can buy clay off of, you can buy quarry stone, and you can buy lumber. Clay you can mine, quarry stone you can't, lumber you can buy from any old mill. This just makes it easier. From him, I'm pretty sure it's the same cost too.
All right.
So really, we don't need any of that, and I didn't want to back out of you. Come back here.
To see you again,
so here we can say, I'd like you to make some improvements. And basically, if you don't want to go out and get the materials, you can say, okay, I want you to buy. Well, the carriage you actually can't build. The carriage you can use to basically travel to any major city, just like any old carriage. You can buy a bard for your house. You can't. I'm sorry, but you cannot build him. No, you can't. You can't build a horse. I'm sorry, you can't build a horse. Oh, so apparently these are just all things that this would add a animal pen. This would add a this would also add an animal pen, I'm pretty sure. This would add the horse stall area. The barn and the carriage, I don't think add anything. Can I... Okay, we're gonna back out of you again, but I'm gonna go right back in. So this is where you can say, okay, I just don't feel like gathering all the material. I don't feel like doing that. So I'm going to say, just furnish my small house for 1,000 gold.
Very good. I'll make all the arrangements.
Now, I don't know if it'll do it that quickly, but we're not in our house, so it may. So, I'm gonna go back to my house. We're gonna go inside. And it did not do it that quickly. Wonderful. Anyways, so we can do a couple things while we're waiting for that, while I'm waiting to show you that. So yeah, you can either choose to spend money on the house, or you can just choose to make everything. I don't need that work table anymore, so we are going to say, remove workbench. And I'm actually going to do some fast traveling real quick, just to see if we can get some time to pass here. So we'll go back to this house. And then we are going to go from this house, if it ever loads, to, alright, back to this house. And we'll see if it actually, you know, did it, what I wanted to show you. I moved too quickly, and I don't think it let me, look, or see what was supposed to be there, because I went into it too quickly. So we'll just go in here and we'll check it out again. Nope, still doesn't look like it worked. Anyways, basically spending that 1,000 gold, yeah, it didn't work, which is weird. Anyways, basically spending that 1,000 gold, shoot. Please tell me you did not furnish my actual house at home. The other one I have.
Certainly. What did you have in mind?
No. Okay, so it worked. It worked for this house, it just hasn't loaded yet. But basically, all that stuff that I could have built at that work table will fill this house.
Your sword and your
and you spend 1,000 gold to basically furnish it. I don't think each room costs 1,000 though. I don't know how much each room costs, but you can just, you can choose to basically build or not build, whatever you want, or you can just buy it and make it nice and easy on yourself.
I am your sword.
So I guess just as a recap, there's a lot of different things you can do as far as like owning property in Skyrim. You can simply just buy your own house, from anywhere from 5,000, which is a pretty small one, but it works. It's a good house. And that one's in the right one, all the way up to 25,000, which is going to be the house in Solitude, which is very big, very spacious, and it's a pretty nice house. I will admit, I would live there if I couldn't build my own. Which leads me to saying that you can also build your own house. Got a little taste of that and how to do that. And you just choose what you want, but make sure you know what you want before you save, because once you save, there ain't no going back unless you have a later save. Or earlier save, sorry. But, and then also, if you want to buy stuff for the house, you're going to need a house sitter or a house carl or steward. That's what I was looking for. Or a steward. In order to make improvements by just buying stuff. Otherwise, you're going to have to find all your own material. Which, isn't bad. I saved it up throughout the entire game, so it was pretty easy for me. But yeah, so number one, I would definitely recommend making your own house. It's going to be a lot easier to save stuff, and you're not going to lose any stuff by accident if you're renting rooms or whatnot. And yeah, I'd definitely recommend getting a house at some point. Like I said, I'd start out with the Breezy Home in Whiterun because it's the easiest and it's the cheapest too. So hope this helped everybody, or you know, maybe helped you a little bit. I'm sure most people already knew, but thought I'd just put a video out there and add some variety to the channel. But you know, you got to see what I like, and you know how I organize things a little bit. But you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to tell you what the best way is, because the best way for me is definitely not the best way for you, and you know, stuff like that. So anyways, hope this helped you. If you like the video, you can drop a like. That's much appreciated. Dropping us, or also subscribing, also much appreciated. And I and JZ2295 definitely thank you very much. It's just two of us running the page right now, and I plan on keeping it that way. But you know, we're just trying to see where it goes, and every like and every subscribe definitely boosts the morality. So on that note, I will say have a wonderful night from where I'm at, because I have no clue what time it is where you're at. I will also say have a great morning, have a good midday, have a good afternoon, good evening, good night, good midnight snack time. I don't know what time it is where you're at, so just enjoy the rest of the time that you have for today and make it a fun one. I'll talk to you all later in a later stream.